Here at StubHub Center, the LA Galaxy is planning for the future.
Let's go, bring it in. The focus of the session today is going to be a defensive principle, all right? In terms of our identity, in terms of our attacking.
Today on a pitch just down the hill from the first team and opposite the Los Dos training pitch, the club is grooming the next generation of soccer players with a new Galaxy Academy training program. The program supports the club's U16 and U18 groups, containing kids who've chosen to forego traditional schooling to spend their days here with Coach Mike Munoz at this all-inclusive educational and training program.
Today will be physically a hard session, all right? So make sure you push yourselves from the start. The number one goal for the Academy for our players is to develop pros for the first team. Think about our principles today. Dale. 98% of the players in our current academy are local Southern California. We have kids as far away as San Diego. Kids who live in the San Diego area will stay with other players' families during the week and then go home back on the weekends. It's a massive sacrifice for the kids to get here every day.
While a great sacrifice has to be made by the student athletes and their families, the reward can be much greater, as Steven Gerrard came up through the Liverpool Academy system, and Gio left Mexico at age 11 to join FC Barcelona's renowned academy.
I think there is a little bit of that missing relationships, in high school that you can create. The bottom line is we ask, our players and parents to sacrifice, and they realize that this is the best place to be if they want to achieve those goals.
I have given up a few things, but at the end of the day, I am doing what I love, and hopefully that can bring something positive into my future.
Christian, like many of the student athletes in the academy, didn't sign up for the program. Instead, he was scouted by Galaxy staff and decided to leave his high school in Anaheim Hills to join the academy, which is also free of charge.
Let's go, boys, we're machines out here! In terms of identifying and scouting players, our staff, like I said, we know the area, we know the top talent, and the best of the best want to play here, so we do a good job of going out and recruiting those players. This session, I could see from start to finish, the guys who are locked in, the guys who are reading, all right? We know we're gonna have the ball. We know we're gonna own it. We know our identity remains control, control, control. But the objective too is to be the lowest conceded in terms of goals as well, all right? The competition between the players is the most important thing that we have to create for our training environment. They're competing against each other to continue to get promoted and stay in our system. Hey, ball! Most of our players won't get signed to professional contracts, so they're on track with their education to make sure that they're all provided and guaranteed Division I, Division II scholarship opportunities to go to school. From start to finish, very pleased, very pleased. Did it make sense to you why we were doing that? Yeah. Okay, good. Everybody with Johnny Boy, all right, good cool down. Excellent work today, gentlemen, excellent work.
Following the morning's long practice and catered lunch, the group begins the second portion of their day in the classroom. Just steps away from StubHub at the Cal State Dominguez Hills Extended Education Building, the student athletes take online classes assisted by in-person tutors.
In terms of, adapting from their old high schools and their old training models, it was interesting. The first month was really a culture shock for all of these kids.
There was definitely about a 1 to 2 month adjustment period. However, I think the environment and the setting that we have is more suitable to our kids because it provides a lot more flexibility in terms of timing.
Our kids are getting more focused on their academics and aligning it with their soccer needs.
And that all makes sense to you, correct?
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. Great job.
Obviously, all our student athletes, and for us as well, their goal is to be professional soccer players. For us, we want to make sure they know that scholastics and education weigh just as heavily, if not even more so.
The most difficult thing is just being consistent, like on a day-to-day basis with the schedule and being on time and getting your work done and, being able to carry yourself.
So now you need to explain to the building code of your ramp makes sense.
Our biggest goal right now is to give these kids more in their arsenal than just being able to play soccer. soccer isn't the only path in their life. They can go into so many other job opportunities that can be presented by the Galaxy or by the MLS Soccer Association.